blessed. So this morning I'm going to read from Second Thessalonians 3 to 5, which says, "But the Lord is faithful. He will strengthen you and guard you from the evil one. And we are confident in the Lord that you are doing and will continue to do the things we commanded you. May the Lord lead your hearts into a full understanding and expression of the love of God and the patient endurance that comes from Christ." And today I'm grateful for endurance and I'm grateful for resilience. Um, boy, I know I used to tell people all the time that that I was the strongest person that I knew, you know. And I read something this morning actually that it kind of made me stop and think. And I said, let me share this with y'all when I had the opportunity. And it says, there was a meme actually, and it said, "I dream of never being called resilient again in my life. I'm exhausted by strength. I want support. I want softness. I want ease. I want to be amongst kin, not patted on the back for how well I take a hit or for how many." And I realized, that a lot of times I would say to myself, how resilient I was. But it was all really the strength of God that was backing me, that gave me the opportunity or gave me the ability, I should say, to be able to face all the battles that I continuously faced, you know. And it just brought me to a point now in my life where, not to say I laugh at them, but I just try my best to give God praise through them, you know. Like, I've been going through a lot for the past week, more than a week really, but this last past week has been, pretty intense, physically, mentally, emotionally, you know. And then we all know in the season and coming down towards the end of it that um, we all will face trials and tribulations, and and I found myself over the past couple of days like just deep in the Psalms, and just reading all these Psalms and just looking towards like what David went through, and the fact that he used to be very honest with God and tell God what he wanted him to do to his enemies and stuff, right? But I stopped last night, and I put my Psalms down, and I just decided to get on my knees and I just prayed and I just told God, I was like, I don't want to pray for nothing else other than just to tell you thanks. Just thanks. Just thanks for everything. You know, thanks for gifting me with life. Thanks for my family. Thanks for being able to just be here. And, just thanks through the midst of all these things were going on around me. The city burning, but still thanks for being able to watch it, you know. And I, this kind of calmness came about me, where I felt more at peace then after saying thanks than I did just saying all these psalms and these other prayers that I feel that I was using for strength and protection, you know. So my advice this morning is sometimes let's just stop and just give God thanks and just give God praise. Like, I'm not saying we don't pray for protection. Yes, we always do that, and we always pray for peace. But sometimes just pray and just tell him thanks, because through all of these things we going through, it does forge us in the fire and it does allow us to come out even more resilient than we were when we went inside. And just cast these troubles on him, allow him to take the burden, allow him to take it. Because I honestly feel as though when I told him thanks last night, I woke up with that refreshing feeling like, okay, I don't have nothing else to worry, but God got this. So in all things, I just want to give God thanks and give God praise and thanking Him again for the opportunity to be amongst so many believers every morning and to just have a safe space to go to where we all could just come and share and not even just feel love but give love back. So I'm Kerry and I relinquish my mic.